My roommate came back. Hi, welcome to my channel. My name's Emily, if you haven't already figured that out yet. And today we're going to be talking about everything you need to know about college dorms. So I'm a current second semester freshman and I've been living in this dorm since August. So I'd consider myself a pro on tips and tricks to help you, survive moving out of your house for the first time, living on your own, living with somebody else that's not your family. The first thing I want to talk about today is like organization and storage. And for me, that's like the first thing I think about when I think of a dorm, like how you're gonna fit everything you need into this tiny little space. So one of the things I want to stress the most is maximize your space. Like, this is not only just a tiny room, it's a tiny room you have to share with another person. So you need to make sure you maximize your space. So to do this, personally, I found storage cubes and storage bins and like drawer dividers really, really helpful. They don't give you a lot of storage. Personally, in my dorm, I had a desk, a set of drawers, and a closet. Everything else I had to bring. So storage cubes are really helpful. I put towels in mine and cleaning supplies in mine, and I just shoved them up on top of my closet, and they're out of sight, out of mind, organized in these little tan little cubes, and I just get them down when I need to grab a face towel or like grab some disinfectant wipes to clean something up. So I think those are really helpful, especially since they keep it very like uniform and organized. You don't just have like towels thrown over something. They're like in a cube, they have a place, they have a home, get them down when you need them. Drawer dividers are really good because personally I don't just have clothes in my drawers, I also put like school supplies and beauty supplies and things like that in my drawers. So drawer dividers are really helpful for not only just keeping my clothes organized and as like consolidated as possible, but it also separates like my clothes from my things that aren't clothes that I shoved in my drawer anyways. Which brings me to my next point, which is take advantage of those small spaces. For example, I just threw my laundry basket up on the ledge of the window because I didn't want it just like sitting on the ground in the way. I know for me, something weird that I have just tucked away is my shower caddy, which I keep in my closet next to my like coats and clothes and things like that. It's just find a place, stick it there. If it fits, it's good, it's away. Just because it's a desk doesn't mean you have to put school things in there. Like, if you have space in there for other things, just throw them in there, get them out when you need them. On the topic of like organization and storage and maximizing spaces, I would really recommend lofting your bed because it gives you so much extra space to put other things in your room, whether it is a futon like we have or like something that you want to have in your dorm that's going to take up a lot of space. So I know my roommate especially was nervous about like, I don't want to climb all the way up there, like that's so high, there's no guardrail. Just loft your bed. You're big kids. You can loft your bed. You have so much more space and it just really makes the room seem so much bigger than what it would be if you had your bed's regular height. On the topic of the futon that we have, I think these are a really good idea, if you can afford it, if it fits into your room and your roommate wants one also, because it gives you a space to hang out at, like that's not sitting in your bed or sitting on the floor. When you have friends over, they can sleep over because it folds out into a bed. So I would really recommend getting a futon if you can. The one that we got from Target, it was like $100. It was super easy. It came in a big box and all we had to do was stick the legs on it. So I would definitely recommend getting a futon if you can. The last little sub point on the general topic of like organization and storage has to do with clothes. Like, I know for me, I love clothes. I have so many clothes, but realistically, you don't need to bring all your clothes here. The general college population does not dress cute to go to class. Like, just put your sweatpants on, just put your leggings on. You're gonna be too tired anyways. Just really don't need to bring that many cute outfits. If you do go to school far away from where you live, I would really like sit down and think to yourself, am I really gonna wear this like cute romper? Am I really gonna wear these jeans?
You know what I mean?
And I'm not saying don't bring any cute clothes at all. Obviously, there's a party culture. You're gonna wanna look cute sometimes, but the amount of total clothes you should bring shouldn't be that much because honestly, personally, I wear maybe 3 pairs of leggings total. I switch between 2 pairs of sweatpants, and I just wear sports bras and sweatshirts. So I really don't need to bring that many clothes here. So one trick that you can do is if you hang some of your clothes up, put all the hangers in backwards, and then as you wear them, put them in back the correct way. Then at the end, when you go home for a break or something like that, look at all the clothes where the hangers are still backwards, and then just take all those clothes home. And then that way you've eliminated some clutter, you have extra room for yourself, and you can even buy more clothes if you want. Those can be clothes you actually wear. So my roommate came back from the shower, so if you hear any background noises, that's her. Make sure to comment below and tell her that she's annoying and to leave. Right now I'm on her half of the room, and so we're gonna have to fight later. I'm kidding. This is actually a great example of another point. You're sharing a space with somebody else, so don't be territorial, don't be weird about it. This person is also living in this tiny space. Let them live. Hopefully they let you live. You just do your thing. Don't be weird and split it half and half. Like, just coexist in the same ecosystem. For me, I knew my roommate from high school, so it was really easy for us to get along. We're not weird about like sharing spaces. She lets me use her silverware, I let her use the Keurig. We share a water filter, like, it's fine. My opinion would be, if you have a best friend in high school and you're going to the same college, why not just room with them? I would rather live with somebody I know and I'm comfortable with and make friends, you know, elsewhere than take the chance of rooming with somebody and it might not work out and they might be weird and we might not get along. So, you know, that's up to you. If you want to go for it, make new friends right off the bat by living with somebody, I think that's fine. But personally, I chose to room with my high school best friend just to make it easy. And then I was guaranteed a friend. I didn't have to make any friends. I already have one. On to the next topic, I want to talk about food. At our university, in our dorm, we were given like a fridge, a mini fridge, with like a fridge part, a freezer part, obviously, and a microwave. We also have down the hall a little kitchenette that has like an oven and some burners and a sink. I mean, realistically, I wouldn't plan on like cooking that much in college unless you can make it in the microwave, just because it's easy, it's right here. So some microwave foods that I would recommend that aren't that healthy are, you know, ramen's always good, any kind of instant noodle, soups are always delicious. I would also suggest like little Kraft mac and cheese cups are really good. And then also oatmeal. You can buy oatmeal in a big box and it comes with like 20 different flavor packets. So just realistically, I would not expect to be eating as good as you are at your home with your parents. Make sure you have snacks on deck. I don't know how many times I've been sitting in here and the dining hall is closed and I'm so hungry. And all I want to do is eat a bag of chips. Make sure you have snacks on deck. Try to eat at the dining hall as much as you can. I know this is really hard for me now. It's second semester. I'm so tired of this dining hall food. But it's really not worth it to spend your money on restaurants and things like that when you have a meal plan anyway. So just really try to eat at the dining hall. I would also recommend having like coffee or tea like on deck when you need it, because Starbucks isn't always going to be open. You shouldn't be spending your money at Starbucks anyways. Have a Keurig, because there's going to be late nights. It's already 1 a.m. and you still have a bunch of stuff to do, and you're going to need that caffeine to stay awake to finish what you need to finish. The point is, caffeine needs to be available to you. The next thing I want to talk about, you need cleaning supplies. It's you and somebody else living in a tiny space. There is hair everywhere.
I'm not kidding.
We used to have this rug and so much hair got like entangled into the fibers of this rug. This is so gross. I don't know why I'm telling you this. When you would walk barefoot on the rug, hairs would wrap around your toes. Like, that's how gross it was. So we threw the rug away. We got tile floor now. So I would suggest getting a little mini vacuum, a little dustpan and broom. Since we have tile floors, sometimes I will put a disinfectant wipe on my feet and like slide around the room and like mop it with disinfectant wipes. Also make sure you have a like sponge and some dish soap, because you know we have plastic dishes, so we need to wipe them out, rinse them out when we use them. Bring cleaning supplies, just the basic stuff like Windex wipes, disinfectant wipes, a mini Hoover or a little dustpan if you want one, and like a sponge and some dish soap. On the topic of dishes, This is a mistake I made my first semester. I have like plastic, like Tupperware dishes from Target. They were super cheap, good for the environment and all that. But I hate doing my dishes. I never do them. My roommate and I both do not do the dishes. Like, I'm looking at a pile of dishes that have been here for all week that I have not done. Half of me is like, save the environment, use plastic, rewashable, reusable things, but then the other half of me is like, just get some paper bowls, just get some plastic utensils. It's so much easier to just throw it away than to have to wash it before you can use it again. So I'm gonna leave that up to you, but I think if I was gonna live in a dorm next year, I would probably have paper plates and paper bowls. The next thing I want to talk about is like etiquette and like how you should act. I'm about to get so heated. Just shut up. It's okay to be loud sometimes, don't get me wrong. We're loud sometimes, but don't be those girls that are always so loud. In a dorm, on your floor, above you, below you, next to you, somebody is always trying to sleep, somebody is always trying to study. So keep that in mind. These walls are so thin. I'm talking right now, like as this video, I bet both my neighbors can hear me. They're probably annoyed. So just be mindful of this. At our residence hall, we have quiet hours. So, you know, if you're loud outside the quiet hours, whatever, it's not quiet hours. But if you are loud during quiet hours, like seriously, just shut up. It's not that hard to just be quiet. So that's everything I'm going to talk about today. I hope you guys, you know, learned something, picked up on something new to expect when you go to college. Whatever your situation is, I hope this video was helpful. Let me know if there's anything that I missed. I can always do a part 2. You know, comment down below. I'm also thinking about doing just like a college advice video series. So just let me know if that's something you want to see. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, all that jazz if you want. Bye! I'm going to be linking some of the products I mentioned in this video in the description, so if you want to check that out, you know, knock yourself out.